In today's video, I joined my friends at Colectivo Creative Media with some BTS content. I was hired on as a gaffer to help light the scene. I go through some of the lighting I used and also some tips and tricks I used to get the best results possible. We also have some of the final footage to share with you so you can see the results for yourself. So let's get into it. Today we are shooting with the Komodo with Dizio Film Pictor Zooms 20 to 55 T8. Our first shot is an outdoor shot, and all we're doing is adding a little bit of an edge and a little bit of return with a bounce. The subject will be standing right here, and they will be looking this way for our first shot, and then we'll flip it for the next shot. We have very reflective windows here. We have a 600x with an aperture for now that is giving an edge to our subjects. It is currently flooded, meaning at the widest point of the Fresnel, and we could actually tighten it up and make it more targeted if needed. We are running 2 shot bags plus the ballast down here on a big combo stand, and then we have the Stinger's power going around my van and out of the shot. We have Tyler on sound, and as soon as we say sound, we have ambulances in the background.
Yep. Just a noisy highway. It's no big deal.
No big deal. Sound guys need to work for their money for once. For once.
It's a living.
And what's your name, sir?
Jeremy.
Jeremy over here, pulling focus. He's our AC. He's the right-hand man of the camera department today. So we'll see if everything's in focus. You guys will be the judge when this gets released. I will never be an AC. I will never pull focus because I will never be able to. And then here's Anthony. Anthony's our DP and director, I guess.
Yeah. Pulling double duty.
Double duty.
And editing the thing.
And editing and everything. He brought me on.
did,
He actually
man.
watches the channel sometimes.
All the time.
All the time.
Not just sometimes.
Thanks to Aputure for sponsoring this video. This was the second location for the lighting setup. This was used for the reverse shot. We wanted to give an edge just like we did before, so we used the Aputure 600X with f10 for now. The smooth movements of the Dana dolly and video head created some amazing looks in the final commercial. Here are the shots. Here's one of the angles. We have the reverse, and then we go back to the original angle, and here's it in action. This is our next setup. We're gonna have our talent sitting in at these chairs, and we have a big diffusion coming in. This is actually an 8x8 magic cloth. We have a T-bar set up on a C-stand. It's bagged with a shot bag. Let me show you what that looks like up there. And then we have a 600X with an aperture for now. It's the f10 for now on a Matthews Hollywood digital baby stand. And we have a second one set up for more output, which will bring the light from outside in. So if you can see, we're getting some spill over here from this setup. So what I'm gonna do is I have this floppy set up, and I'm gonna slide it in, and let's see what it does when I do that. You could already see it darkening up and fixing the spill that we had. And here it is in play. You could see all the light that it's cutting right there. And that is our setup. We have it out of the way so people could cut through. And we also added a light. The 300 with the Fresnel is actually hitting the logo there, and it's creating just enough where it has a little bit of a pop. So let's look at the difference.
Sorry for the Godox stuff.
It's fine. So we have it off and then on. It's just a splash, and I didn't want to make it really uniform and like line up with the base of the logo. I wanted it to just look like something natural is coming into the shot. So it's not perfect. It's not like a perfect line and a perfect outline. It kind of has a rough look to it, and I really like that. And that's creative choice I did, but if we need it perfect, we'll make it perfect.
Don't be tripping on set. Doormats are a great solution for high traffic areas and give you the ability to move lights without gaffing and re-gaffing areas. Just grab a few from your local box store. Here are a couple shots utilizing the big 8x8 magic cloth. And here I taped up some duvetine. There was actually a window there. I needed to get some negative in that space, but I didn't have the ability to set up a stand. So I just taped it on. It kept it low profile, lightweight, and ready to go. And Anthony is not playing around on his phone because we actually did record cell phone shots. So we were recording cell phone shots while we were also recording on the camera, the Komodo, and those were actually cut into the commercial. So let's take a look at what those look like right now. I opted for a big 8x8 in this situation because it throws a lot of light around the room, it's soft, and we can move it in and out with ease. If we use something like a softbox for the group shots, it'd be a lot more difficult and we wouldn't get the spread in the space. We're still getting the fall off in the background, and that little splash of light on the logo looks great. You can see it here. We're getting some dimension there. And here's a close-up shot of everything. I also had to do a special rig set up to hold a cell phone steady so they could overlay in post and they didn't want the hand to be shaky. So here are the parts that we used. We used a Mandolynn clamp, a Hollywood grip head, a C-stand, and a pancake, and here's the shot. We actually had a company move, meaning we had to go to a second location on the same day. It was lunchtime. Half the crew went ahead and went to the next location, the actors, the client, and things like that. And the rest of us packed up and got out of there as soon as possible so we could get to the next location. I didn't have to load up on my own. I had help from everyone. That was amazing. It helped speed up the process and helped me get to the second location. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work. And here are the scenes from this location. If you want to see the full commercial, go check out Colectivo Creative Media on Instagram. I had a great time working with Anthony and his whole crew. It was a really enjoyable experience. I'm glad I could bring you guys along for the ride to show you the actual setup and the results. What role do you prefer on bigger sets? Do you like to be the DP? Do you like to be a gaffer, a grip, or a first AC? How about sound? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.